By the end of this episode, we could be into the next round of both the Champions League and the FA Cup, while also sitting in the top four of the Premier League. Or we might only have the Premier League left to concentrate on. Let's go and have a look. Welcome to episode 28 of Bottoms Up here with Crystal Palace. Let's have a look at what's happened since you were last here. Not many games have been played. In the last episode, we had Ipswich Town in the league where we won 1-0 thanks to Guy Knowles-Zahouri. And then we had Atletico Madrid in the second leg where we won 2-1, just like we did in the first leg, with Antonius Szczesny and Sergio Piscini getting the goals for us in that game. Since then, we had an FA Cup fifth round game against Arsenal, comfortably winning that 3-0. Martin Fernandes getting the first goal for us, Eric Ortega and Thomas Akazvatni with the goal there. As you can see by the stats, shots-wise, we dominated shots on target. They had slightly more possession, slightly better XG. I'm not sure how they had a better XG when they've only had one shot on target compared to our 7, but somehow they did manage it. But I think we were good value for that win anyway. Then after that, we played Everton away from home. 5-1 win against Everton. Guy Knowles-Zahouri, Kenta Mahara, Escalada, Szczesny, and a second goal from Mahara. A really comfortable win, this one. You can see by the stats as well. 62% possession, 2.82 XG. Yes, slightly inflated because of the penalty, but 10 shots on target compared to their 4. We were, again, the much better team in that game. They did have a goal disallowed before getting pretty much a consolation in the 86th minute. After that, we moved on to Rennes in the first leg of the round of 16 and a 3-0 win against Rennes. Mahara with another penalty. I mean, this guy rarely misses from the spot. This season he's been awesome. Szczesny and Zahouri with the other goals. Again, you look at the stats, we were superior in pretty much every way, shape or form. If the second leg is as comfortable as that, I'll be very happy. Then we played Chelsea, who at the time were 4th in the league, I think they were. And we were one place behind them in 5th. And we went and won the game. As you can see, 2-1. Ortega and Piscini with the goals. The stats were pretty similar, and you could probably put an argument across that Chelsea deserved to get something from the game, but I'm not going to complain that they didn't. So in terms of the Premier League, we currently sit 4th in the table. So no, we was just ahead of them by 1 point, I think it was. And then obviously the win has extended that gap to 4 points. We're 10 points behind Manchester City. We do have a game in hand over all of the teams above us, which wouldn't move us up any further in the table, but it would close the gap at the very least. If we have a look here as well, goals. Bruce Lisi of Everton is a top goal scorer with 15 goals. There's no Erling Haaland in this league now, remember. He's out at Barcelona, I think it is. Kenta Mahara is second in that list. Now, Bruce Lisi is an out-and-out. I mean, to be fair, look at him. He looks pretty decent, doesn't he? Bruce. He arrived at Aston Villa for 18.75 million last season, 14 goals in 33 games. And if you look at him now, you're going to be spending £100 million to get him just 2 seasons later. That is what you call signing someone and then selling them for a massive profit later on. So let's get into today's first game of the episode, which is the Champions League game against Rennes. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that sort of stuff. 3-0 up from the first leg. We do expect to go through. Is it dangerous to say that? Looking at our squad, I mean, I don't even know why we're having a subs bench this time. We've got 4 players that we can't put on a subs bench. Obviously, we've got Sham, who's out injured, and Kenta Mahara, who's out injured. Lars Ollison is out injured, but he's not registered anyway. But Martin Fernandes, he's out for 3 weeks with sprained ankle ligaments. And Kenta Mahara is out for a couple of days. It's a blow not to have him for today. But again, like I say, with being 3-0 up, we should have enough in the bank. The subs bench is quite interesting because Riviere Stanford is on the bench. He's not overly fit. I think he's just played for the under-18s. He can play either in the attacking midfield role or out wide on the right. He's someone that I'm potentially looking at bringing into my squad for next season for homegrown rules and all that sort of stuff. I did cover that in the last episode. But the team we go into battle with in France is Borkelmans in goal, Calvo left back, Ide right back, Escalada and Ortega in the middle, with Fernandez and Akazvatni in midfield, Duchesne and Maric out wide, with Zahouri in behind Passini. So let's get into the game. We need to give a squad number to him. He can have he wants number 8. He can have 28. I can't give him number 8. It's already been taken. So let's get into the game. Like I say, as long as we don't do anything stupid in this game, we should be able to see this through. And I think that just said that Brendan Rodgers is the manager of Rennes. This gets me with the... So all this bit here is meant to be fog. So does that mean that the black bit behind it, there's no fog there? The fog only covers the trees and the stands. It always seems a bit strange how Sports Interactive show fog, because it should just be a glaze. But anyway, let's concentrate on the game. We don't want the players being distracted like I am. Not many people get distracted by fog. I do appreciate that. So Rennes have the ball with their keeper. They roll it out. They obviously like to play out from the back. Interception from Akazvatni. Duchesne gives it back to Akazvatni, and it goes back to Duchesne. It's in the box, and it's a goal from Sergio Passini. 18th for the season. This boy is on form at the moment. He's loving life. That's 1-0 on the night. That's 4-0 on aggregate now. And I don't want to say this is easy street, but it really should be. I know it's probably more dramatic if it's a close fought first leg and all to play for in the second leg. Hang on, they're through. Oh, they've hit the post. And then Ide can clear it. Yeah, I know it's probably more entertaining that way, but I can't help what the result of the first leg is. What I might do for the quarterfinals is do both the first leg and the second leg. That's provided we're in the quarterfinals. I'm trying not to get carried away. And then whatever games we play in between, just playing them off camera and just showing you the two legs of the quarterfinal. I don't know. We'll see how the fixture list works out, because today's episode, of course, we was meant to play somebody else. I can't remember who it was now. We was meant to play somebody else. They're streaming forward. I mean, he's ran the full length of the field to get that. I mean, that is some goal from Gerrard. How we've not got a tackle in when we've chased him up the whole length of the pitch. I mean, that's a poor goal for us to concede. But well played to them. First shot on target, they score it. They have had a player go off injured. So yeah, probably show the two legs of the Champions League on camera, depending on what the games are in between. That's the thing. So I don't know. I'm also keen. I don't want the season to just go on forever. And obviously today's Thursday. Now Zahouri's injured. Do I give Stanford a go? Do you know what? He don't like playing there, but I'm going to swap him and Maric around. What does he prefer to be? Does he prefer to be a winger? Let's put him as a winger on attack. So at least he gets a star. And let's see what the boys got. We're not going to have many opportunities to do this. And I'm hoping I'm not going to live to regret it by them now mounting a comeback. But to be honest, we've already got further than what I thought we'd do. I thought we'd go out to Atletico Madrid, to be honest. But 4-2 aggregate win over them. We played so well in both of them games. But here come Rennes. And they're through again. And, they've hit the post again. They've hit the woodwork twice. We're living life on the edge a little bit here. You know, they've had two clear-cut chances. They've only got one goal. I think we're going to make another substitute or a couple of substitutions. So Chandler can come on for Ortega. He's got a yellow card. Not particularly playing well. Kwaku Mensah can come on for Calvo because he's not playing particularly well either. And we want to see this game out. I mean, a draw away to Rennes. Rennes finished in the top 8 of the Champions League. They qualified automatically without a need for a playoff round. Oh, we've given a penalty away. The gap is going to be 2 goals with 15 minutes to go. I am starting to panic. I am very much starting... I mean, if Borkelmans wants to save this, then I will love him forever. Baumgartner takes a penalty. Oh, I'll tell you what. Probably could say that Borkelmans should have saved that. Baumgartner with his 11th goal of the season. We are hanging on, and I don't like it. Piscini has the ball, gives it to Chesney, infield to Emerson Fernandez, Akasvatni now. Stanford gives it to Ide, to Maric. Oh, Piscini, you could have put the game to bed there. I am aware as well we're losing our winning run doing this. Well, Akasvatni can come off for Solis. Bitshiabu can come on for Escalada. 4-2 on aggregate, 2-1 on the night. 5 minutes of added time to be played. Rennes have... That's going to be a goal. There you go. That free kick there to the middle always ends up going. Surely we're not going to mess this up. If they can get another goal in the next few minutes... No, thank God for that. I mean, that was far closer than it should have been. We've lost 3-1 on the night. That Gerrard, he looks pretty decent, doesn't he? Let's have a look at him. I mean, yeah, he is quite decent. We'll give him a scout. Look at that. 4.5 stars. 4 stars. So either wing, he's 4.5 stars. And he's a 4.5 star striker as well. He is decent. Only 8 goals in 20 Champions League games. But he's playing out wide. That's not a bad return at all. So we'll give him a scout, see if he's worth bringing in. Because we could do with him, imagine him on the left and Mahara on the right. That would be an awesome... I mean, I don't want to get rid of Duchesne, don't get me wrong. But right, so we're through. We're into the next round. When's the draw take place? Not sure when it takes place. If it takes place before West Brom, I'll bring you back for it. If it doesn't, then I'll see you for West Bromwich Albion. Game day against West Brom. We are away from home. West Brom are in the Championship. They're 5th in the Championship. If we have a look at the calendar a moment, the Champions League, it says semi-final draw, but I think that's when they do the quarter-final and the semi-final draw at the same time. That takes place after our next game against Manchester United. So you'll find out in tomorrow's episode who we're going to be playing in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. If we actually look at the Champions League, the teams that are through is Porto have gone through against Bayern Munich. That's got to be classed as a surprise, surely. Man United have beaten Chelsea. Paris Saint-Germain have beaten Borussia Dortmund. Liverpool have put Man City out. Real Madrid comfortably dispatched of Villarreal. We obviously put Rennes out. Barcelona put Benfica out. And Inter put Bayer Leverkusen out. So I think out of that, you'd say probably Porto or Inter would be the preferred options. There'd be no fear about playing either of the two remaining English clubs in Liverpool and Manchester United. Probably want to avoid PSG, Real Madrid and Barcelona, though. I think that's a safe assumption to make. Man United are the holders of the competition. And in terms of the FA Cup, if we go and have a look at our competitions, we obviously play West Brom. Watford have gone through against Swansea. There's Everton against Nottingham Forest and Man United against Manchester City. So again, them two teams are the big teams left in the competition. If we get drawn against either Watford or one of those two, then I think, again, we've got to fancy our chances of getting to the FA Cup final. A win in this game against West Brom would take us to Wembley, of course, for an FA Cup semi-final. And I thought I'd picked the team, but clearly I haven't because Finley Ide is not fit enough. Kenta Mahara, I'm going to leave him out as well. I'm going to bring in Jackson Makeda, actually. So we have got even more injuries. So Fernandez is still out. He's out for another 3 weeks. Zahouri is out for 3 weeks. He picked up the injury in the last game. Mohamed Sham is back tomorrow in game. And Lars Ollison is still out for another 4 weeks. So we are running a bit light. I could have put Maric out here and Duarte in the middle, but I thought I'd give Jackson Makeda a chance. He is our 19-year-old. I mean, he was a wonder kid at some point. Yeah, still a wonder kid now. 5-star potential. We really do want to see if we can get something out of him, even though he can't ever stay fit. So the team to go against West Brom is Borkelmans in goal, Calvo left back, Mensah right back, Escalada and Ortega in the middle, with Fernandez and Akasvatni in the centre of midfield, Duchesne and Makeda out wide with Maric in behind Passini. So let's get into it, and hopefully we can pick up a win after our first loss in 9 games, I think it was, our first loss in 10 games against Rennes. It was in a game that didn't really matter a great deal. We'd already done the work in the first leg and with the opening goal of the second leg. So we put ourselves into a pretty comfortable position. We managed to give one of our under-18s a little bit of a run out as well. But, you know, we like the FA Cup on this channel. You know, it's an important competition, especially when you're in the lower leagues and you get the prize money and the gate receipts and all that sort of stuff. So we do like an FA Cup. Maric is through. Oh, keeper made a really good save there. Could argue Maric should have done better with that. But it was a shot on target, although it's not registering on there as a shot on target. But West Brom, you could argue, have had slightly the better of the opening 25 minutes here. We're not doing a great deal, but there is a highlight, but it's with West Brom. Oh, the free kick's hit the crossbar. It's thankfully gone over, and Borkman's didn't get near that. It wasn't a save. Right, next highlight is with us. Escalada has the ball to Emerson Fernandez. He's underdone the pass. Here we go. This is what I'm fearful of when we just go giving the ball away. And this is a concern I had when we lost against Rennes, is that it's going to interfere in the way we've been playing, because we've been playing some really nice football. But in this game, we look disjointed. And it's not been a particularly good first half for us, to be honest. I need to give him a bit of a telling off. Thrash arms, absolutely unacceptable. Get out there and do the job properly. At the end of the day, I'm paying you a handsome sum of money each week. The least you can do is play football to a good standard. Here's Mikado to Ortega, who's on a yellow card. Need to bear that in mind for when we make substitutions. Calvo now on the left-hand side, gives it to Maric, back to Calvo. Emerson Fernandez to De Chesney. Escalada. Cross to Ortega. We're going to switch sides from left to right. But they win it back again. And this is what I'm saying. We partially clear it. And there's the goal. Richard Tipple. I think they're going to have a tipple after this game if they put us out of the FA Cup. I am going to be really annoyed if we lose this, because again, it's careless, sloppy passing that's costing us here. None of our attackers are doing anything near what I need them to do. West Brom have the throw-in. That's headed over and it's going to be a goal kick. Borkman's with the goal kick to Escalada. We're going to try and build from the back. It's what we like to do. Maric with the ball now on the left-hand side. Can he get the ball into the box? He can. It's not quite reached its target, and now West Brom can break. This guy's dangerous. This guy's got a bit about him. I mean, no one's going anywhere near him. Come on. Jesus. Right, I'm not waiting any longer. I'm making substitutions. Right, Makeda's coming off. He's been rubbish. I'm going to bring Mahara on. Maric can come off for Duarte as well, and see if we can just start doing something. Because we've been awful in this whole game so far. West Brom haven't been great either, but where are the chances? Where's the highlights? Come on. Right, Fernandez off for Solis. Barco can come on for De Chesney. I don't usually make these substitutions this early these days. Right, Mensah with the throw-in. Akazvatny with the ball over the top for Mahara to Piscini. And it's in, it's 1-1. Sergio Piscini scores again. I think that was an assist for Mahara as well, so I'll totally take credit for the inspired substitution. I really don't want a replay, to be honest. A replay is not what we want. Right, let's see, what else can we do substitution-wise? Ortega can come out for Bitshiabu, I think. He's on that yellow card. Got 10 minutes to try and get a winner in this game. Right, Mahara with the free kick. Oh, is it the crossbar? Oh, it didn't quite come back to one of our own players, but Barco has it. Gets across into the box towards Mahara. Comes out to Mensah, but then the highlights over. 7 minutes of added on time. We could get something in these 7 minutes, but I don't think we're going to. And it's extra time. So we don't, of course, being the quarterfinal, we don't play a replay. So I'm getting my own way in that respect. Right, can we do anything in extra time? It's not looking particularly hopeful. I do think in like real life with the FA Cup, there shouldn't be extra time, just go straight to penalties. Right, here come West Brom now with the highlight. Right at the end of the first period of extra time, they go all the way back to their goalkeeper. There's 1 minute to be added on. They put the ball over the top and they look like they're through here. But Borkelmans makes the save. And are they going to end the first half? Why is the... I am very confused. I don't recall there being the end of the first period. Right, do we get to make another substitution? Because if we do, I think I might want to bring on Barcola for Calvo. We do get to make one. Swap him and Barco over. It's an attack-minded substitution. Did I just miss it say it was the end of the first period of extra time? Nothing's happening. It looks like we're going to get penalties, folks. And here we go. Right, I'll just let them decide themselves who's going to take it. Stay calm and back yourselves. Please don't let this be like a 1918 penalty shootout. Here's Mahara with our first penalty. Beautiful. Comfortably sends the keeper the wrong way. Miranda steps up for West Brom. Wasn't that comedy, Miranda? Nothing funny about that penalty though. Nice and comfortable in the corner. Borkelmans didn't get to it. Solis turns up or steps up for us and scores. It's 2-1 to the Palace on penalties. Here's Guo. And he puts it in. I mean, Borkelmans has gone the right way on both the penalties. Right, Valentin Barco steps up for Crystal Palace. Oh, he's put it wide, the moron. Oh, you absolute waste of space. Ganef for West Brom. Come on, Borkelmans. Oh, it's gone right through him. He got a hole in his stomach or something that just went through. Right, Escalada. He steps up. I wouldn't have put him down as a penalty taker, but to be fair, he sends the keeper the wrong way. It's a good penalty. He was quite happy with it as well. Right, Tipple. He's already scored one goal against us. We really need to save a penalty. And he sends Borkelmans the wrong way. So we have to score this goal to keep us in the FA Cup. Who's stepping up to take it? Please be someone I trust. Piscini. Okay, at least he's a striker. Watch him go and miss it now. No, lovely penalty that was. Straight in the top corner. Right, Borkelmans. We need you. Show us why you're a better keeper than McKenna. Thomas steps up for West Brom. Thomas versus Borkelmans. And the winner is Borkelmans. Get in. He saved the penalty. We're back on level terms. It's sudden death. Anderson Duarte steps up for us. Buries it. Sends the keeper the wrong way. What a penalty. 5-4 at the moment. Borkelman steps up again. Looks like he's got his sleeves rolled up. I like that about a goalkeeper. They mean business like that. Asamoah for West Brom. Asamoah versus Borkelmans. And the winner is Asamoah, unfortunately. I went for that again because it worked last time. So I thought if I go for it. Right, Bradley Barcola. We brought you in as an attacking substitution. And that's a good penalty. Sends the keeper the wrong way. I am getting a bit fearful that this is going to turn out to be a really long penalty. And this video is going to end up being like an hour long or something stupid. Right, Townsend steps up for West Brom. Against Borkelmans. Come on, Liam. Come on, Borkelmans. I mean, I don't know what he was doing then, but should have stayed where he was. He would have saved it. Right, Akers-Vatney steps up for us. Thomas Akers-Vatney, the wonder kid. What a penalty. That was incredible. He just leathered that. And it was beautifully placed as well. I mean, that penalty deserves to win a match. Oh, the goalkeeper's taking the penalty. Are they down to 10 men or something? Hayes, the goalkeeper, with the penalty. To be fair, it was a pretty good penalty. I mean, straight down the middle. Bitshiabu. I mean, I dread to think who they've got taking their next penalty. If we score this one, we'll find out. Bitshiabu buries it. We are going to find out because this player must be terrible if the goalkeeper's been rated better. It's 8-7 at the moment. Kyoki, something like that. He steps up against Borkelmans. And it's been saved, I think. But it's a win for us. We've gone through on penalties. You could probably say we pushed our luck against Championship opposition. But I'll tell you what, we've gone through. We're into the semi-final of the FA Cup. It will be a day out at Wembley. And stick around because I'm about to do the FA Cup draw. And let's see who we've got in the semi-finals. Hopefully it's not Man United or Manchester City. FA Cup semi-final draw, here we go. Manchester City did put Manchester United out and Forest went through against Everton. So the possible options are Man City, Forest or Watford. I think out of them all, I mean, Watford are 9th in the Championship. Forest are 6th in the Championship. I mean, to be fair, if Forest draw Watford, then we're going to have a Championship team in the final of the FA Cup. We will take either Forest or Watford. We don't particularly want Man City. We don't have a particularly good record against them. We are first out of the hat. Bernardo Silva, the ceremony host. Crystal Palace manager Damien Hill is a captivating character and his team are drawn at this point. I'm a captivating character. I don't think anyone's ever called me a captivating character before. Right, who do we get drawn against? Forest or Watford is what we want. And we get drawn against Forest. Okay. And Watford get Manchester City. So Forest are 6th in the Championship. We will absolutely take that. We've got a day out at Wembley coming up, folks. Let's have a look at the schedule to see when we're going to come back next. I mean, I'm quite tempted to do the same as what we've done here and come back for the semi-final, the quarter-final, second leg of the Champions League, and then Nottingham Forest. So I think that's what we'll do for tomorrow's episode, which is obviously Friday's episode. Then, depending on how the season finishes, if we get an FA Cup final or Champions League semi-final, we'll obviously come back for the Champions League semi-final. If we go out of both competitions, then we'll come back for Fulham and Manchester City as the final 2 games of the season. Although, you know, to be fair, if we get through to the FA Cup final and we play Manchester City, it could be a double header against Man City for tomorrow's potential final episode. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow for episode 29. Bye-bye.